got my bachelor's in kinesiology from University of Illinois. Right after graduation, I decided to be proactive, and I just went straight to medical sales college, actually like 3 weeks after I graduated. Took the spine program, loved it, applied around, took a couple of months to break into the industry, and then I just started directly with KCI as an associate rep and worked my way up. 3M acquired KCI, and then moved to the post-acute setting as a territory representative, and then got promoted one more time, and now I'm the surgical solutions territory manager for 3M. So I knew medical sales was really hard to get into, and a lot of the associate positions require 2 years of medical sales experience, so you're kind of stuck in that limbo of, you know, how do I get into an entry-level job without even having entry-level job experience. I had no sales experience in college. I mean, I was a bartender and a server, but you know, some places will consider that sales experience and some won't. So talked to my counselor in college, and she was like, there's no way you're gonna get into the industry without, you know, anything. And she actually knew about medical sales college and told me about it. She hadn't sent any students there yet at the time. And she was like, this is something you could look into. I'm not 100% sure. But I was like, well, I'm just gonna go for it. I read some reviews online, and then I decided to come to MSC, and it worked highly in my favor. So I got a lot of knowledge about the industry from the class. So MSC really, it showed that I was committed to medical sales. This is what I wanted to do. I invested my own money, my own time, kind of put my life on pause for, you know, those 6 weeks. That's how long the course was when I went, and just hammered down. And when in turn the interviews came around, showing that, hey, I don't have any sales experience that you're asking for. However, I took this course, and you know, this is what I learned, and it just shows, it really differentiates yourself from other candidates that may just have, you know, sales experience in another industry. Definitely OR etiquette. I'd never been in an OR before MSC, and I'd never been in an OR until my first case. So going into my first case as a rep was very scary, but knowing where to stand, what to ask the circulator, you know, who is who in the OR, it would have been very overwhelming without having the prior experience to MSC. Also now when I go into spine cases, I know what's going on because we learned the spine cases step by step and what tools are what, you know, MSC really helped give me that background of the OR, what's going on in these cases where I wouldn't have gotten unless I did, you know, the research on my own, and that knowledge is really hard to obtain on your own. It helped a lot. I'll never forget one time I had a surgeon ask me, okay, you have 30 seconds to tell me about your product right now. And it was when I first started, and I was like, whoa, but we had practiced that in class where the teachers would pretend they were a surgeon and they would give us a product. We had maybe 15 minutes to learn as much as we could. And it kind of brought like a flashback of, I can do this because I've done it before. And so that really helped doing in-services, learning how to speak to different types of crowds, whether you're talking to scrub techs or you're talking to a room of nurses or you're talking to a room full of surgeons. MSC really helped me dictate on how you speak to certain people. Just don't give up, and if this is something you really want, then it'll all work out the way it's supposed to be in the end, but it's not going to be easy at first. But once you get in, then you know it's awesome, and you live the dream, and you're like, this is the best thing ever, and I'm so happy I didn't give up, and I love my job, and I love helping patients, and I love helping the OR run more efficiently. Like, I love everything that I do. And so I think the biggest thing is just to be determined. As determined as you will be in your job is how determined you need to be to get the job. I've actually had a lot of people reach out to me about medical sales college, and actually one of my friends from home, he's in a program right now with medical sales college, and it's just, it really, like I said, it gives you all of the information that you need to interview for jobs, to learn how to find jobs, to be successful when you're first starting out, and carry that with you throughout your career. That it also sets you apart from other candidates as well, because you are taking that time out, you are investing in yourself, you are drilling in the industry into your brain and learning about all different aspects of it. And so when you go to apply for jobs, you have something to speak on, and you can talk about what you learned and how you may be more eligible than another candidate that's applying for the job.